Did Trump just expose the biggest land grab scam of recent history? I'll let you be the judge.
Pacific Palisades are finally contained. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass made this promise to President Donald Trump.
They will not
Karen
be allowed to
Bass.
start for 18 months.
No, that will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope
That
you're
will not.
right.
You can
No,
hold me
that
to
will
this.
not be the
What group
case.
said that?
No.
Which was a
You
lie,
can hold me
as
to it.
residents were still blocked from going home.
But why can't I just go now?
That's just my orders.
How long is the Orange Pass thing?
I got to. I'm not sure there's an expiration date or anything.
No, but there's a line.
I fully understand that, sir, but there's rules and protocols we got to follow.
We know that
Literally,
the first phase
that's crazy, bro.
will take some time. Phase 1 will take up to 3
Flying
months,
right
maybe
there in his
longer, 6
face.
months to get the toxics off. At the same time that that is occurring, we'll be coming behind you with the process of debris removal. The debris removal can take up to 18 months, Supervisor.
And what's worse, they're apparently forcing them to include low-income housing if they want to rebuild. Right when Trump landed in LA, we already knew their dirty politicians were going to try to make a profit off of all the suffering. But when the president actually called them out for slow rolling the recovery, Mayor Karen Bass assured him there's not going to be any nonsense. Residents can return to their homes and immediately begin the rebuilds. You can hold me to it. But just a couple weeks later, they're already reverting to their old dirty games. As it's not just the residents directly impacted, they're taking advantage of everybody. As they try to take $500,000 from the charities to hand it to their buddy for 3 months of
What? That's crazy, bro. Literally, if Trump hadn't called these people out, it's like they literally just would have pretended to care.
consulting on their recovery. And it was so bad, they actually had to reverse that decision. But just as expected, they're still dragging their feet, barely getting around to letting their residents back into their homes. Only after the EPA has cleared them, stating it was going to take them 3 months, but now it'll only take 30 days. But hopefully by the end of this month. And let's go ahead and hire a different consulting firm for the recoveries that's apparently known for their founders' activism, including green initiatives and reparations. And now Governor Newsom is trying to weasel in green initiatives.
Should people rebuild
Green
in some parts of
initiatives.
California, given how high the fire risk
Yeah,
is?
you can't rebuild the same. So we have to rebuild with science. We have to build with climate reality in mind. And this is the reality, the new reality of extremes: extreme heat, extreme drought. You have droughts and rain bombs. You have flooding at the same time you're dealing with droughts, all happening concurrently. There's a new reality, the world we're living in. We have to wake up to this reality. We cannot be in denial about what's going on with Mother Nature, again, around the globe, not just
So
in the
what,
state of California.
just to sort of pin you down, what does that mean for the rebuilding in some of these high-risk
Mm.
areas?
More
What the fuck does that mean for the rebuilding, though?
Many of those homes were done in the 20s and 30s and 40s for a world that no longer exists from a climate perspective, with the most modern standards anywhere in the world. By the way, California leads the nation already in building zoning standards. Our ability now to take it to the next level, to be a model for the rest of the country, presents itself.
And they wonder why we don't believe them anymore.
I
They
wonder
held
what
an
that
entire
means.
press conference with the president in efforts to get him to help the residents.
I mean, you have a very powerful
declaration.
emergency power, and you
Yes.
can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes.
But as soon as he took off, they immediately began trying to figure out ways to take some of those funds for themselves and insert their pre-existing climate agenda. But the only way to counteract that corruption is for Trump to snatch back all those federal funds, in turn hurting the homeowners that watch their houses turn to ash. But what's the solution here?
That's
Just let
crazy.
the Democrats again utilize a tragedy in order to line their pockets and advance their political agenda? Because sadly, I think turning off the federal faucet is the only solution.
Though.
As a sad reality of repeatedly voting for corruption was always going to catch up to you, as this was one of the deepest blue areas of the deepest blue city in the deepest blue state. They just saw what happened to Lahaina in nearly the same exact situation, but somehow they thought they would be treated differently? It's a very harsh lesson to learn, but it's only a matter of time before they had to learn it. We can only hope they actually listen instead of moving away to the next town thinking, I'm still gonna vote blue because maybe this time will be different. But if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription and we can chat again soon.
Yeah, that's crazy, y'all. Check them out. Yeah. Crazy. with this shit, man. Just let me know how y'all feel about this shit in the comments, man. Feel like it's kind of crazy. Did we just witness the biggest scandal